problem should just be the Esmeralda and the Cho though. So it's still pretty much difficult to decide what to go for here. They pick up the
Oh,
Popple and Koopa
oh,
for the gold lane.
all right.
And the Kimi, as I was saying, the Kimi is open for IDNS, something that 33 has spammed, and going to the Minotaur for their roamer role here in IDNS.
Yeah, MDH Esports getting the Populin Kupa, which is actually strong on duels as well. When they land in the stun onto Lois later on, that's something that they are going to be looking forward to be able to burst him out. During their match against Wawa Gaming, Lois actually struggled because of well, one, the Atlas, and two, the Paquito dealing quite a bit of damage whenever he gets interrupted on trying to escape. So MDH Esports is also going to be looking for that during team fights.
Mhm.
I'm still wondering what mage they are going to be picking up in the mid lane. Finally, we will see
There
an
you go.
Eve being picked up, which we have talked about so many times
Yes.
already. I guess some teams are really trying to stretch out their pickings as well as their choices in the mid lane to try out different methods to approach the game. But sometimes we have to go back towards our roots, in which Eve, being a control mage as she is, has a lot of impacts during team fights, zoning control, and overall damage that best suits the composition right now, of course, of MDH Esports.
Yeah, IDNS already scoring 1 point, and knowing that Lois has this comfort pick once again on the Fanny that has won IDNS some games, has gave them some of their losses as well. But for Lois, he's quite comfortable with this hero, right? Like the Gushin. But for IDNS, what's different here is I'm loving that there are other gold laners being utilized here in the gold lane, Popol and Koopa, going back to its roots as well. Back in the gold lane, for the longest time, we've seen a Popol and Koopa being utilized as a utility tank, a utility roamer. So I'm loving the
Mm-hmm.
fact that the Popol and Koopa is back at the gold lane, and now I want to see this Eve prove to be very useful
Oh,
in team fights. And
oh,
right now,
Zandri?
Zenry going to fall down really low,
Might
not
be.
going to get anything just yet. Mizzy Mink as well on the Cho, trying to get Nart there, but is unable to get anything. The King will also be forcing the Flicker out after that onslaught from the Esmeralda's um, Frost Moon Shields, eating it up, eventually backing away. Again, this is still the same situation that we had in game number 1, where everyone was extra careful. But speaking of, they are setting up this death push onto 33. He spots them in the nick of time. So he has to be extra careful though. He does not have the help here of Mizzy Mink and Zanri just yet, so he can't just
Oh,
overcommit to any of the clashes.
yeah. Mizimink might
Yeah, Mizzy
actually
Mink
get
though.
taken out here as he's being dived
He
here.
has the flicker.
Flickers out of danger as
Oh,
MDH will actually engage once more. Joga a bit overextending here as Lois
yeah.
finds him out. Zandri will get the trade, and MDH a little bit over aggressive in that kill. The turtle finally rises up as I do not sleep esports might actually take the rise on this.
Yeah, I mean that was very aggressive coming from Joga. A little bit too overzealous there, extending, knowing that there's a tower. Unfortunately enough for Zanri, he was there to back up. 33, falling down really low on this lane. Nart as well. He does not have the wild charge, but gets taken down by Hehe on that gold lane. And now IDNS gonna look to actually answer it out by taking this turtle here. Not so sure where Joga is. Oh, he's just gonna be taking the purple. I think they're just gonna be giving this away freely.
Yeah, this is going to be a free objective for them for now. As MDH Esports are a little bit busy on the other side as well. Joga finally got a couple of kills earlier, but I think his over aggressiveness may be a problem. He has to patch that thing up. As now he looks to dive into the bottom lane. Izzy took a lot from those punches, but still able to survive for the very least. I don't know if Esports being very, very cautious in their laning phase right now, especially to guard 33
Easy
inside
mix.
his lane. As now they dive onto the top, but the real world manipulation is being casted now. If I need my help, a little bit late on that, but at least they got a trade once more by Joga on the bot side,
Boys.
diving with the help of the king. Lois might actually be the main problem now of MDH Esports. They have to guard their tower as 33 can easily deal some damage onto these structures without the Popol and Koopa. Without Hehe in the lane, it's gonna be difficult for them to defend the base. Need my help, sends out his regards as well towards top side as they look to maybe get some kill here. Onto Mizamink, but easy out by this Joe. MDH Esports going on the offensive once more, but they need to be careful here from Lois as he will look for the picks once more. They find Mizamink though, which give them some numbers advantage, but Nart is quite low. Gets away to safety, and nice layering of the CC here onto Izzy with a damage coming in from Hehe, but gets taken
Real
down
world
as well.
manipulation.
Real world manipulation once more, but they are low in HP and both set up a truce for the moment. That clash was a little bit won though by MDH.
They got the XP laner for the gold laner. It all started with the initiation from Mizimake, and then afterwards, it was just Hehe free hitting everyone with the Popol and Koopa. And now IDNS has to take this next turtle of the game. Nart already here, as well as Hehe. The MDH with this composition that they have, built for team fights, they also have the heroes that can push really fast, the Popol and Koopa, that we haven't seen so much here in the Mekong qualifiers. Now for the one of the few times that it has actually been picked up here. Turtle is up. 33 is also here. Lois in just around the corner. Joga as well has the knock-up strike onto Mizzy Mink. Lois is gonna try to go in, but he gets a knock-up onto two. Zandri as well with them in no one's rage. Mizzy Mink as well getting that way of the dragon, but gets punished there by Hehe. But nice cutthroat coming through from Lois, and they take down Joga before the turtle. But I think for MDH, they still want to continue this one. Not gonna be safe yet. They're not gonna try to start the turtle just yet because Joga is down as of the moment.
Yeah, I think the Zandri is starting to be a big problem here for MDH Esports, especially when he lands in his ultimate onto multiple members of MDH Esports. Joga finally arriving in the area as they now try to engage onto Lois. Taking a bit of damage, but their main goal is the turtle. They settle with that and give their regards, as now we're seeing I Do Not Sleep Esports setting up for more ganks. They have been relying on Lois quite a lot of times actually to get in on the ganks, get in a couple of kills. Need my help actually getting one in the mid lane as top side. Lois overextended for a little bit, tried to get a kill onto Hehe, but 33 will try to land in his ult. Unable to get that kill as MDH walks away with 3 kills with those kinds of complications, I guess. Lois has been very aggressive in a sense as a jungler, getting a couple of kills, but this composition of MDH Esports is actually a bit more difficult to engage because they can just lock him down with their abilities, as now the king is trying to go with a 1 versus 3 in the bot lane, but Joga will help him out. Might not be enough though as Izzy rejoins. Zandri chasing down Joga but will not find another kill as Hehe will find a trade this time in the mid lane. Both of these teams are going hard on each other.
You know that IDNS is the team to go in for the late game. Lois tries to go in. Zanri still has that with no one's rage. Gonna save it for the turtle fight that will happen in just 30 seconds. MDH leading by the kill scores right now. 9 kills up against IDNS. When they are also on a 2k gold lead here up against IDNS. And they're looking to capitalize it even further by taking down these structures one by one. 33 here struggling up against Nart. He gets the way of the dragon for Mizzy Mink. Gets it under the tower. He's able to sustain, but look at Joga going for 33. And without any backup, IDNS is going to struggle up against this one. The shutdown comes through from Lois in the nick of time, but Mizzy Mink will get taken down by the tip of the real world manipulation. They also get the tower. IDNS struggling right now, and MDH is playing mind games with them every time.
Yeah, MDH Esports able to catch up on the members of I Do Not Sleep Esports. Lois a little bit late in that fight, and every time he gets late, that's disastrous for I Do Not Sleep Esports, as now they lost 2 once again, including Lois, as Zanri falls down too, and without their jungler, MDH Esports is gonna be looking to get this lord up for themselves, and nobody can stop them. This time, they're upping the stakes. During the first game, we saw Sleep Esports getting the Lord and helping them so much in pushes. And MDH this time I think are more equipped to deal some damage towards structures as they now have the Eve for the crowd control and for the zoning here of Sleep Esports. He hasn't suffered any casualty just yet, and most of the time during team fights, he is always involved. Joga on the aggressiveness, on the hunt, always for a kill, will find 33. As now they're looking to close onto the mid lane and onto the top lane. They will find an inhibitor there. That's gonna be huge for them. But Sleep Esports immediately trying to clear out the wave and trying to kill this Lord marching onto the top. But they might need to fall back for now as Nart will look to prevent any escapes. MDH Esports slowly marching onto the mid, slowly onto the top as well, getting resources across the board, increasing their goal lead towards 7,000 at 10 minutes into this game. Closer to that as now it increases even more. Sleep Esports still have their inhibitor towers intact, but the walls are starting to close in.
This is Joga playing a very aggressive Patito. He always has that champ stance available. Plus, Nart been using that grab so aggressively. There comes the knock-up. Sandry falls, and the real movement is still up. Mega kill for our Eve in the back lines. I'm not so sure why this hasn't been utilized in the M4 Mekong qualifiers. This could be a wipeout. The super slow. The controls by MDH. It's too much for IDNS to handle. They get a shutdown on the Joga. A little bit overextending there, but the Guardian's barrier blocks everyone out. They don't even have any minions right now. They're forced to back away. IDNS still up and kicking right now, 10 minutes in.
It could have been the game, but Sleep Esports escaped and extend this game a little bit longer. MDH wanted to end this game already, but since they don't have any minions, they have to reset for a while. They are up by 7,000. They can initiate quite well and have the necessary resources to up their damage, but they have to wait for 30 seconds more on the next floor. It will be Luminous, but now they actually get a little bit greedy. They go on to Xandri, but they need to watch onto Izzy as he looks for the backline. Lois, no energy anymore. He needs to fall back, but the other members are being left out as Izzy is being chased by Joga. Lois though going towards the backside. Harry is quite low. Tries to do some damage but will fall down, but cannot recover anymore as Lois falls down as well. With Joga being in the front, he can easily punch his way through on the squishy members of Sleep Esports. And while that's happening, there's also a wave marching in the bot. So now, Sleep Esports, they're being scattered right now. They don't know what to do. Should they back away? Should they let them push? But while that's happening, 33 is being chased away here. If I need my help, they turn onto him. The King strikes him back. And when they find the kill, they have numbers advantage once more. Sandry tries to isolate Joga, but he is being damaged as well. Izzy tanking in the front. Lois finally rejoins the fight. As this fight continues, Nart might actually fall down. Hehe finally recovers and goes back onto the fight. And now Lois, no energy once more. They have to reset here. But MDH Esports are not letting them escape. They finally get another one. Killing spree onto the King. And the King will march on towards the mid as MDH Esports looks for the close. They find Zanri once more. It's only Lois and 33, but they're gonna be blocked by the members of MDH. They're gonna tie the score 1-1.
Wow, MDH Esports. Just when we thought that it was almost game over for IDNS, 10 minutes in, they were able to buy some time. So much isolated clashes there. And I think the Eve, right? I told you, I have been hyping this hero up ever since the start of the M4 Mekong qualifiers. There were no nerfs that were given to this Eve. And I'm like, why isn't anyone picking this up, right? There hasn't been anyone picking this up because there's an intense amount of control by the Eve. And I think it should be Need My Help as the MVP there. even with the Fanny threat, right? He wasn't taken down. So I think that should be a well-deserved MVP for the mid laner of MDH.
Yeah, and overall, MDH Esports